The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by rsrmoney.com. rsrmoney.com. What will it take for real estate prices to come down? You may be wondering if home prices are going to crash. And believe it or not, some people might even be hoping this happens so they can finally purchase a more affordable home. But experts agree that's not what's in the cards, and here's why. There are more people who want to buy a home than there are homes available to purchase. That's what drives up prices. Let's break that down and explore why nationally home prices are not going to be coming down anytime soon. Prices depend on supply and demand. The housing market works like any other market. When demand is high and supply is low, prices rise. According to the latest estimates, the U.S. is facing a housing shortfall of several million homes. That means there are far more people looking to buy, that's the demand, than there are homes for sale, that's supply. That mismatch is the key reason why prices won't fall at the national level. As David Childers, president of Keeping Current Matters, puts it, quote, the main driving force on pricing is the limited amount of inventory that most markets across the country. That issue is not going to be solved overnight or in the next 12 months, unquote. How did we get here? Let's take a look. For over 15 years, home builders haven't been building enough homes to keep up with the buyer demand. After the 2008 housing crisis, home building slowed significantly, and it's only recently started to recover. If you're watching us on ronsiegelradio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk AM 1490, FM 98.1 video feeds, you are seeing a chart. Builders aren't overbuilding. They're trying to catch up. Even with the construction on the rise over the past few years, builders are playing catch up, and according to AmericanProgress.org, they're still not even keeping up with today's demand, let alone making up for years of underbuilding. And as long as there's a housing shortage, home prices will remain steady or increase in most areas. What about next year? The majority of experts agree prices will keep rising next year, but at a much slower, healthier pace. You're seeing another graph, 2025 home price forecasts. But it's important to note, home prices vary by market. What happens nationally might not reflect exactly what's happening in your area. If your local market is more inventory available, prices could grow more slowly or even decline slightly. But in areas where inventory remains tight, prices will keep climbing. And that's what's happening throughout most of the country. That's why it's crucial to work with a local real estate expert who understands your market and can explain what's going on where you live. Bottom line, if you're wondering what it'll take for prices to come down, it all goes back to supply and demand. With inventory still limited in most markets, prices are likely to remain steady or rise. To see what's happening with home prices where we live, let's connect. Give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And don't forget, if you want to know exactly what's happening with home prices in your zip code, rsrlinks.com/market report. rsrlinks.com/market report. Every week, our friends over at Altos Research track every home for sale in the country and give us a report. And you can get it right there, rsrlinks.com/market report. That is the real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com.